Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and finally the day has arrived. It is Arsenal versus PSG in the first semi-final of the Champions League. It's the first leg that is going to be playing at the Emirates, and Arsenal are going to host PSG in that game. So let's go ahead and make our prediction for the game. We are going to talk about the preview and what I think is going to happen in that game. I mean, it is going to be quite an, in my opinion, it's going to be quite an entertaining game. If I'm being very honest with you, if we start, I'm going to start with PSG. Their season has been amazing. I mean, the way that they have played the entirety of their season has been amazing. They have already won the league about 2 weeks ago, so they don't really care about that. But it was quite surprising to see them lose over the weekend. They lost to Nice and they lost quite convincingly. And the fact of the matter was, like, they played quite a strong side. It was not like they rested a majority of their players. No, they played a full strength side and they ended up losing that game. So that is something that Luis Enrique would have on his mind as well. They've lost not won their last 2-3 games in the Liga as well. They drew last weekend as well. So maybe there is something about that that as well coming into this game. But I don't think it is gonna matter that much if I'm being very honest with you, because as I said, they have already won the league. They don't really care about that. The main concentration is gonna be on the Champions League. Champions League is the one trophy that they really want to win. This is the one that's the goal of the owners as well. They want to be champions of Europe, and this year could be like they really be the one that they can go ahead and finish up the job. In terms of their team, I think Arsenal and PSG, I think this is the type of game that both of these teams would like to play, the opponents that they would have liked to play it against. And I think both of them are going to be quite happy about it. In terms of the team, I think they don't have any injuries in their squad. PSG, they are going to come in with a full strength side, not many injuries to their major players. They have a really good squad. You have Donnarumma at the back, you have Hakimi, you have Marquinhos, Mendes is there, so they have a really good defense. You come into the attacking wise, you have the season that Dembele is having up front. I mean, the turnaround of his career at PSG has been really something special. You have then Barcola, who has really stepped up since Mbappe has gone. Doué is having an amazing season. Vitinha in midfield. I mean, they have a really good squad, PSG, and I think it's going to be quite a tough game for Arsenal. If I'm being very honest with you, I don't expect either of those legs to end up a 0-0 or anything like that. I think we are going to expect goals in both of these teams, and the players that I have mentioned for PSG, I think they are going to be really important. I'm really especially looking for at the battle between Hakimi and Martinelli on that right hand side for PSG and Arsenal's being. I think that is going to be a really interesting battle, because the way that Hakimi keeps on coming, attacking at Martinelli himself, his defensive abilities are going to come really handy in this game. I think that is going to be one a part of the pitch that I think the battle is going to be continued for the entirety of 180 minutes, not just this leg, for the next leg as well. Overall, I think that if you talk about midfield, I would say Arsenal have a bit of superiority in the midfield as in terms of PSG. But again, you never know what they are going to do. All of them are special players, and if you are playing in the Champions League semi-final, you cannot really come up and disregard any player. You cannot disregard any team, especially when you are in the semi-final of the Champions League. Speaking of Arsenal, I think going to the game, if you look at the form, I don't think Arsenal's form has been that good. In the last 5 Premier League games, we have won just twice. We have drawn 3 games. That has given Liverpool the title quite easily. But in terms of Champions League, we have been amazing. The way that Arsenal played against Real Madrid, I mean, that was spectacular. Nobody thought that was going to happen. So confidence-wise, I think the morale is quite high at Arsenal's camp. In terms of injury, I mean, there are many big players missing. We don't have Calafiori, we don't have Jesus, we don't have Havertz. I'm missing some other players as well. But the thing is, the squad that played against Madrid, all of them are available. So I think we already knew about the bigger players that are missing for us. So I don't think that is gonna matter that much to the Arsenal players. It is gonna matter in a way that all of them are important players, but we have already we already know that they are not going to be in the squad for a number of weeks, so that is why in that regard, like psychologically we were already ready, and the way that they that they played against Madrid, I think that is going to give them a lot of confidence that without all these players we can still go ahead and do the job, and they did the job quite tremendously well against Real Madrid. As I said, so in my opinion, like, it is not going to matter that much for Arsenal. You have the back four. I think it is going to be Timber, it is Saliba, Kivio, and Skelly. I think he's going to start, in my opinion. Rice, part in the midfield, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and third is going to be Marino. So we already know the squad, in my opinion, the starting 11 that he's going to go with, and I think that is going to be a really good starting 11. As I said before, I think the game is going to be the wing backs, and the game is going to be quite interesting. Mendes against Saka, then Hakimi against Martinelli, Barcola against Timber. And Duval or Castrovilli, whoever plays for PSG on that right hand side against Martin Lewis Skelly. I think that is going to be quite interesting. The game, I think, is mostly going to be the team that plays better on the wings. I think that is going to be quite interesting. That is going to be crucial. As I said before, in terms of midfield, I think Arsenal have a slightly upper hand. I think Arsenal's midfield is much better than PSG's, in my opinion. In terms of attack, I think I know Dembele has been having an amazing season. You cannot take anything away from him. But on a bigger stage, that is going to be the question: can he deliver on the bigger stage? Marino, on the other hand, I know Dembele is a recognized striker. Marino is not, but he has done an amazing job. And the fact that the way we play, it helps Marino that he can come and track back and he can carry the ball. So it helps Arsenal in that regard as well. Overall, I think, and the thing, I would say, like, the way it is going to be, it's sort of like going to be a chess game, because you have Luis Enrique, La Masia, and you have Mikel Arteta, La Masia, the two former Barcelona player, two managers who have learned the Barcelona way. So, but now both of them are playing their own ways. That is going to be quite interesting how Mikel Arteta sets up his team, whether he goes for the low block. I don't think he's going to go for the low block at the Emirates. I think he's going to take the game to PSG and at the Emirates, and I think Arteta wants PSG to come out and play attacking football, because any team who comes out and plays attacking football, I think Arsenal would prefer that, and that is why even in the quarterfinals, all the Arsenal fans wanted Real Madrid instead of Atletico Madrid, because Atletico Madrid don't like to play that attacking brand of football. So it would have been easy for Arsenal to play against Real, which we all the Arsenal fans wanted that, and that's what we got, and we saw what happened. So if PSG come out and they play that attacking style of football that they have been playing this season, I think Arsenal are going to be really happy about it, and that is why I said I don't expect a 0-0 in either of those two legs. Both of these teams like to play good football, and I expect goals in this game. And the fact, I think the Arsenal advantage that they are going to have is that they already defeated PSG earlier in the season, and people are going to say they are not the same PSG, whatnot. They almost played the same squad, they almost played the same starting 11 in that game as well. So I think that is a bit of a psychological advantage that they are going to have, and if Arsenal end up defeating PSG tonight at the Emirates, I think that is going to be that's going to be a huge step for next week games. So all in all, I think it's going to be quite an interesting game, but I think on the night Arsenal are going to get the job done here at the Emirates. It's going to be a very tight game. I don't think it's going to be an easy game. Nobody thought we are going to defeat Madrid 3-0, so I'm not going to go and brag about that prediction. I'm going to go for an Arsenal win, but I'm going to go for a very close 2-1 win for Arsenal. That is it from me in this video. What do you think about the game? Do you agree with my predictions, or do you think Arsenal are going to be better, or do you think PSG are going to defeat Arsenal at the Emirates? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers before the end of the season, so please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.